Have you ever noticed how headlines about Iran and Israel seem to pop up every few weeks, grabbing global attention and sparking heated debates? It's not just a coincidence or media hype. There's a deep, ongoing story behind these headlines that shapes the entire Middle East and even ripples out to the rest of the world. Today, let's break down what's really going on between these two regional heavyweights. We'll explore the roots of their rivalry, the alliances they've built, the flashpoints that keep tensions high, and the nuclear ambitions that make this conflict so dangerous. Imagine the Middle East as a crowded soccer field, but instead of just two teams, there are dozens of players, each with their own goals and strategies. Iran and Israel are the star players on opposite sides, and their supporters, ranging from powerful nations to local militias, are spread out along the sidelines, cheering, strategizing, and sometimes even jumping into the game themselves. This intense rivalry didn't just appear overnight. It traces back to 1979 when Iran's Islamic Revolution completely changed the rules of the regional game. Before the revolution, Iran and Israel actually had diplomatic ties. But after the revolution, Iran's new leaders adopted a fiercely anti-Israel stance, calling for the end of the Israeli state and positioning themselves as champions of the Palestinian cause. Since then, Iran has worked tirelessly to expand its influence across the Middle East. It's done this by backing powerful groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza. These groups act as Iran's proxies, carrying out its interests and challenging Israel's security on multiple fronts. Iran's support isn't just financial, it includes weapons, training, and strategic guidance, making these groups formidable players in their own right. On the other side, Israel views Iran as its single biggest threat. This isn't just about ideology, it's about survival. Iran's growing network of allies and its controversial nuclear program have put Israel on high alert. Israeli leaders worry that if Iran were to develop nuclear weapons, it could tip the balance of power in the region and pose an existential threat to the Jewish state. Think of their conflict as a high-stakes chess match, with each side making calculated moves and counter-moves. Every action, whether it's a military strike, a diplomatic maneuver, or a covert operation, triggers a response from the other side. This constant back and forth keeps the region on edge and makes it difficult for either side to gain a decisive advantage. Alliances play a huge role in this conflict. Israel works closely with the United States, which provides military aid, intelligence, and diplomatic support. In recent years, Israel has also found common ground with some Arab countries like the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain, who share concerns about Iran's ambitions. Meanwhile, Iran relies on its own network of regional friends and proxy groups, including militias in Iraq, Syria, and Yemen, to project power and counter Israeli influence. Tensions often flare up when one side feels threatened or tries to shift the balance. For example, a recent Israeli airstrike on Iranian